Hey everyone, it's Rob the Backyard Gardener, and I'm pretty bummed. If you watched my video a year ago, almost to the day, we had the birds just destroying this harvester peach tree, and every single day I get 5 or 6 ripe fruit. They're gone early in the morning. So it's about 7:30 in the morning right now, and I came out here and there was like 4 birds on my tree. I scared them away, but let me flip the camera around and show you how many fruit they got. They got 5 yesterday, they got 5 the day before. I just seem to not be able to leave these peaches on this tree until they're fully ripened. So today I'll be pulling them off. We'll take a look at what we got. I gotta pull them off, otherwise I'll have 0 for my harvest in a couple of days from now. So here's my harvester peach tree. Last year we got about a dozen fruit off this tree once we finally harvested what we could harvest. And I'm just gonna show you some of what's going on here. I mean, they're literally eating my peaches to nothing. They're breaking branches, trying to get on them to eat them. You can see several of the peaches have been sampled over and over and over again. We've got pretty much nothing left of these couple, and every day they're eating more and more of them. And I guess at this point these peaches are a few days away from being fully ripe, and of course some are probably a week away, like some of these ones on these lower ends, and these are really small ones, but they get all of the ripe ones the day they're ripe. It's so crazy. It's like they know exactly the day to eat them. Anyway, I felt like at this point, we might as well just pull off the ones that we know we can eat from. Like I'll grab this guy right here, comes right off. Now these are small. This is only the second year this tree has actually produced fruit. So some of them are gonna be small, and then some like this are a little bit larger, obviously. So we'll have some smaller ones and some larger ones, but it's because I didn't thin the fruit because I knew the birds would get to them, and they are. So I guess this quick little video is just to make sure that you know that in your neighborhood, you're gonna have to do things like pie tins. These pie tins helped for a couple of days. When I first put these pie tins up, they didn't touch most of this fruit at all. And if you look, they didn't touch these, but they touched the ones down here, because it's like if they're hiding down here in these branches, the pie tins doesn't affect them. But they haven't touched any of the fruit up here because of this pie tin either. So netting, pie tins all work out, but at the end of the day, you can't stop Mother Nature from getting her share, which is fine if this peach tree produced more fruit. Anyway, I won't bore you with any more details. Let me go ahead and pick off all these peaches, and we'll show you what kind of harvest we get. Like I said, we got some smalls and we got some pretty good sized ones, but I'll harvest these into this basket and we'll take a look at the final product. Of course, I will leave some of these not ripe peaches on the tree, although they'll probably be gone in a few days from the birds. So I've left the ones that aren't really quite ripe yet on the tree. Maybe I can get another day out of them first before I leave them on the counter. I've pretty much grabbed all the ones that are ripe enough to pick right now, or I've left the ones that have already been partially eaten for the most part for them to finish off, just so they can eat those before they eat the rest of them. There's a couple on here that have some pretty decent coloring, but they're like this one. They're just not quite ready to pick. This needed another week on the tree. The good news is we got a decent basket off this tree for a second year. Looks like we got about twice as many as we got last year, despite as many as we've lost in the last week to the birds, and I'll take it. And if we can end up getting another handful off this tree before the birds get to the rest, that'd be nice. There's still quite a bit of peaches on here. Matter of fact, this one was really ripe, and the bird already got to that one again. So we'll grab what we can in the next couple days. Just wanted to show you my little peach tree harvest. Not too concerned about this one. As you know, my lowering peach tree, this guy last year gave me almost 800 fruit, I believe. And we have a ton on here again. But this tree these Loring peaches take an extra month to ripen. So it'll be about another month on here. I will tell you, this year's harvest on this tree will not be as big as last year because we had a humongous 60-mile-per-hour windstorm 2 weeks ago, and I lost probably a couple of hundred fruit. The ground was littered with fruit. And so it kind of did a natural thinning process, if you will. We'll have to see how this goes, but there's still a lot on that tree, and we'll get to that another time. In the meantime, we'll get these peaches in the house. We'll let them sit on the counter a couple of days, and they should ripen a little bit more for a couple of days. And then I'll give you guys a taste test clip here once I've let them sit on the counter for 2 days and in the fridge for about 4 hours. So it's been a few days, figured I'd go ahead and give you a look at the peaches. I cut this one in half. Wanted to take a bite and let you guys know what I thought of it. Yeah, very juicy. And then we've got another one here. I've got a whole bag of them, but I just wanted to get an idea if they have ripened fine. This one's got a couple of bruise spots from me having it in the bottom of the bag, but let me take a bite of this one and give you guys a look. Yeah, very juicy. So the birds got to a lot of the peaches, but at least on this peach tree, I'm going to eat about 15 to 20 of them all on my own. Ridiculous. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with those peaches. As you can tell, they were very juicy, very good. Apologize for the loudness of my pool equipment, but we gotta let the pool run, especially in the summertime. We've got a handful of peaches still on the tree, but they picked off pretty much almost the rest of the peaches that I haven't grabbed. Let me flip the camera around. I'll show you the last couple. I'm probably just gonna pull them off a few days early as well. Let them ripen in the house like we did in the last batch, because I can't risk losing just the last maybe 6 or 8 peaches I have on this tree. Let's flip the camera on really quick. So like I said, we got a handful of peaches left on this tree. They sampled this one twice. We're not happy with it. And I think, if I recall, yeah, they've pretty much destroyed that one ripe one there. So I've only got a handful of peaches left on this tree, and they're all really close, but they're not quite. That one looks like it's probably fully ripe. Well, there you have it, everyone. That's my peach harvest today. I know I didn't show a lot of me eating the peaches because, you know what? You guys know what they taste like. But if you've never grown your own homegrown peaches, you're missing out big time. I like the Loring peaches better than the Harvester peaches, but the Harvester peaches come a lot sooner, and they give me a nice little peach fix before my Loring ones come in. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the peach harvest video. Just wanted to show you what I got on the second year of harvest on that tree, and then we'll move you on to the Loring peach probably in about a month. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy gardening, and thanks for watching.